Hello students, today we are going to start the topic domestic sewage. So this term is very important in the building sanitation. Domestic sewage obtained due to the use of the water from the residential buildings. Under this, various types of the terms involved when we studied the domestic sewage. So, first term involved importance and necessity of building sanitation. Importance of building sanitation. There is a particular importance of building sanitation. It is very necessary of the building sanitation. So if proper arrangement for collection, treatment and disposal of all waste produced from the town or the city are not made, they start to accumulate and create a foul condition. In addition to this disease, bacteria will breed up in the stagnant water, stored water. So this results into the health of the public will be in danger. Potable water will also get polluted. So total insanitary condition will be developed in the town, and it will become impossible for the public to live in the town or cities. So to remains the potable water with good quality, to protect the health of the human being, to decrease the breeding rate of the bacteria, and so there, to keep the town or city healthy, clean, it is necessary to carry out the proper building sanitation. Thus, to keep the town or city healthy, and there is a necessity to treat the water, treat and dispose of the water properly. So the sanitation is very important. Building sanitation is very important. So this is about the importance and necessity of building sanitation. If proper arrangement of collection, treatment and disposal of all type of waste produced from the residential buildings are made, then the sanitation can be maintained. Now next is what is the necessity to treat domestic sewage. What is the necessity to treat the domestic sewage? So the meaning of sewage, you know very well, that the waste matter, various types of the solid waste released from the residential building, various types of the sewage or the waste water released from the residential building is called as the domestic sewage. Various types of the waste water released from the residential building means kitchen, bathroom, water closet, etc. All the waste water released from these units is called as the domestic sewage. And it is necessary to treat this domestic sewage, to give the proper treatment to this domestic sewage. Why it is necessary? So, because if domestic sewage is not treated properly or disposed properly, it may lead the various ill effect, it may result into the various ill effect. To prevent the pollution and to maintain the healthy environment as well as the clean environment, okay, and to maintain the proper health of the human being, it is necessary to give the proper treatment to the domestic sewage. Okay, also treatment of the domestic sewage is necessary to remove the inorganic matter from the sewage, like sand, grit particles, rock particles, sand particles, fine grit particles, fine mud. All these inorganic matter can be removed with the help of the treatment process of the domestic sewage, on the domestic sewage. Also, treatment is necessary to remove the toxic substances. So, firstly, to remove the inorganic matter, second, to remove the toxic substances, various toxic substances present in the sewage, which may cause the various bad effect on the aquatic life when discharged directly into the water bodies where the aquatic life is present. Then it may cause the bad effect on the aquatic life. Also, to remove the or to kill the pathogenic organism, to kill pathogenic organism, pathogenic microorganism, to kill the pathogenic microorganism, it is necessary to treat the domestic sewage. Another one, to reduce the organic matter from the sewage. Along with the inorganic matter, it is also necessary to remove the organic matter, various organic matter present in the sewage, that can be removed with the help of the treatment of the domestic sewage. So, these are the necessity to treat the domestic sewage. Okay. Then we see the various terms or the definitions used in the building sanitation. Okay, different terms or the terms used in building sanitation. There are various terms which are related with the building sanitation, some of which we discussed here. The first term is the sewage, most important term used in the building sanitation is the sewage. How it is defined? Sewage, it is defined as the waste matter from domestic establishment that is carried away in sewers, or the waste matter from the industrial establishment that is carried away in sewer or drains for dumping or conversion into a form that is not toxic is called as sewage. The waste matter from domestic or industrial establishment that is carried out through the sewer, that is conveyed through the sewers or drains for the dumping purpose or for the conversion into the simple non-toxic form is called as the sewage. This is the first term, important term involved in the building sanitation. Next term is what? Sewage. What is sewage? Sewage is the another term used in the building sanitation. The wastewater from the sink and bathroom of the residential buildings. The wastewater from the sink and bathroom. So this term used for the wastewater. From where this term used for the wastewater? From the sink and bathroom. From the sink and bathroom is called as the sewage. Next term used in the building sanitation is types of sewage. Types of sewage. Types of sewage. So there are mainly two types of sewage. First one, domestic sewage. And second is the industrial waste, industrial sewage. So simply domestic sewage means the sewage liberated from the kitchen and bathrooms of the residential buildings, means the sewage liberated from the residential buildings is called as the domestic sewage. And industrial sewage, the sewage liberated from the various industries is termed as the domestic sewage. These are the types of the sewage. Basically these are two types, domestic and industrial sewage. Next term involved in the building sanitation is the water pipe. Water pipe. So what is water pipe? The pipe which is used to carry the water with high pressure. The pipe which is used to carry the water, to convey the water, to carry the water under pressure is known as water pipe. Next term is the rainwater pipe. Rain water pipe. So what is the rainwater pipe? The pipe collecting rainwater from the roof of the buildings, residential buildings. The pipe collecting the rainwater from the roof of the residential buildings is called as the rainwater pipe. Rainwater pipe. Next term is the soil pipe. Soil pipe. The pipe carrying wastewater from the water closet. The pipe carrying wastewater from the water closet, WC, is termed as a soil pipe. Next term used in the building sanitation is the sewage pipe. Sewage pipe. The pipe carrying the wastewater from sink and bathroom is known as a sewage pipe. The pipe carrying the wastewater from sink and bathroom is known as sewage pipe. Next term used in the building sanitation is the vent pipe. Vent pipe. The pipe which used for the purpose of ventilation, is known as vent pipe. These are the certain terms related with the building sanitation. Next topic is the building sanitary fittings. This is also the important sanitary fittings used in the building sanitation. There are various types of the building sanitary fittings. In this video, we will discuss on the one of the important sanitary fittings is the water closet. water closet. So there are various building sanitary fittings. Number 1, water closet. Number 2, flushing cistern. Flushing cistern. Number 3, wash basin. Wash basin. Number 4, urinals. Number 5, sink. These are the important building sanitary fittings used in the building sanitation. In today's lecture, in this video, we will discuss on the water closet. Water closet is defined as a sanitary fitting which is designed to receive the human excreta directly from the person using it is known as the water closet. It is no doubt it is one of the important sanitary fitting which is designed for what purpose? To receive the human excreta directly from the person using it is known as the water closet. Or the room in which it is to be installed is also known as the water closet. The room in which it is installed is also known as the water closet. There are two main types of the water closet. Number 1, European type water closet, and number 2, Indian type water closet. So first type, that is European type water closet. It is usually made of porcelain material. It is usually made with the help of the porcelain. The pan has a flushing rim to spread the flush water. If I see this image, this is of the European type water closet. The pan, okay, so it is a pan which has a flushing rim in this side, flushing rim to spread the flush water into the pan. A cover is provided at its top. The excreta fall directly into the trap, and with a good flush of water, the pan remains in the clean position. So dimension, base materials, base sheet, cover, it is provided with a flushing system to flush the water and to place to with the good flush of water, the pan remains in the clean position with the help of this flushing cistern. It is about the European type water closet. Next type of the water closet is the Indian type water closet. It is usually made of the porcelain material like the European type water closet. The pan and the trap are two different parts. The trap and the pan are two different parts. The pan has flushing rim, so this pan has a flushing rim in this side to spread the flush water. In such type of the water closet, there are chances for the excreta to become foul. Here the size or diameter. So dimension of the water closet, Indian type of the water closet is given. Separate trap are provided. So it is about the Indian type water closet. So all this is about the water closet, one of the important building sanitary fittings. In the next video, we will see the remaining building sanitary fittings. Thank you.